So welcome back to my channel, and okay, so I do some things in this game that I'm not entirely proud of, but in the heat of the moment, when you've got somebody being a complete dickwad, you kind of do stupid things. And so I present this as, you know, a case of who is the true douchebag in this game. So I'm platooned up with Black Wolf and Shoot and Scoot. We're driving tier 6 tanks in a tier 8 game. I'm in the wonderful Jackson, and I am going to head up and camp a bit. Now I'll pull out because I want you to see what happens here. So all three of us are heading up here. I get a little bit tight, hold across, bump that Crusader, and he fires at me. Now, not being funny, but why did he do that? A, he half wrecked himself, and B, I just rubbed up against him. And in a fit of pique, I think I was having a bad day, time of the month or something, I don't know. I just turned around and shot him, really without thinking about it, and took him out of the game. Because I didn't really want a douchebag like that sitting behind me for shooting me for something so innocuous as that. Not proud, shouldn't have done it, bad boy Dom, but I did it, and screw it. I've lost half my health, I'm bottom tier anyway, and I'm thinking, well, you know, we've got a far worse statistically bad team than they do. I'm thinking, what can I do? So, yeah, there it is. So I come up to the hill here and continue my merry little way. You can see Shoot is sitting up here above me. He's got in the position I really wanted to get to, little scumbag. And Black Wolf has gone down and covering the road with the AMX. Now this AMX is the next question on our douchebaggery question. So you can see he was sitting down at D4, and you can see he's coming back. Why is he coming back? It must be because of those heavy tanks pushing down the ice road, mustn't it? Watch and be amazed. So he's not. The ice is coming down the valley, so we're both Shoot and I lining him up. First shell bounces off his turret. Aiming for the cupola if I can. Loading up with the skill round because that's a hell of a long way, and that's a big tier 7 Russian heavy tank there. Still not hit him, just move to HE now because I can't pen him from this distance. And I actually do some damage, yay, bit of damage, first bit of damage. Reloading with a normal round because I ran out of HE shells. That's it, aimed on, it's a good plan. Now, watch what's happening here. AMX. That was the guy that was covering the bridge. So he comes up here and pushes me off the hill. Why? Why was that? What? Yeah. He's not platooned up with the artillery who I shot earlier. But for some God knows why reason, he decides to come back from the position he was holding on the bridge to try and push me off the hill. Weird. So now he's sitting up there. I don't know whether he just wanted that position or what it was, or I really don't know what was going on in his head. So I'm coming back up, and he's now going to go and ram for me. Look at this. He rams me. And I'm not going to shoot him, because if I shoot him again, if I shoot another player, I'm going to go blue and be banned. And you know, I was having a fun evening with my mates here. So Shoot's coming back to try and help a little bit as well here, because he's saying, shall I shoot him? And I'm saying, no, it's not worth it. We're losing 6-8. We're bottom tier tanks. You know, what do you do? So he seems to lose interest. You know, I just don't. So again, I'm not exactly proud of this, so I started to have another shoving match with him, and I was pissed by this point. I freely admit, I was pissed. I'm thinking, one dickwad has fired at me when I just bumped up against him. And now another complete cockhead has come all the way around from his defensive position to try and push me off the hill in front of... Well, I don't know what he was trying to push me off on. So I'm pulling, and I'm just thinking, oh, screw this. And I don't want to shoot him, as I say. I really don't want to shoot him because I'm going to go blue and I'll get banned, and that doesn't seem fair. And we've done nothing. You know, this is 6-10, this game. It's going completely to pot. Nothing's happening. This guy is, you know, I don't know what his issue is. So I'm just now trying to get away from him. I just had enough of this cocksucker. You know, he's not firing at me. I'm not firing at him. We're just pushing each other at the moment. So it looks like he's coming around for another run, and then he notices the IS-3 finally coming. So he decides to actually start playing the game. And I'm I can't tell you how much I was tempted to shoot him up the arse there. So tempted, but I thought, right, I'm going to play the game. I've done nothing in this game. I've had no hit points. I love the Jackson. It's a great Tier 6 tank destroyer, and I'm going to try and do some actual TD work here. It's 6-11. We are being slaughtered here, but I can't pen him. I can't get a shot on him, and I notice that the T-34 85 coming in the back. Shoots shouting to me, I'm coming up behind you, come up the front. So we decide we're going to just sandwich this T-34 85 that's coming up the hill. Black Wolf's come back with me as well. So three of us converging on. Oh, and there's a Burt there as well. So one up the Jacksy for him, and the Burt. Let's take him down. All three of us hit him. I get the... No, Shoot gets the kill. I always thought I got the kill there. So the three of us have won that. There's only the three of us and that cocksucker in the AMX left in the game on our team. Enemy have 6 tanks. T-29 has got into the base. Black Sun puts a shot into him. I put a shot into the side of his turret because he turned it to face the AMX. Willy Warmer up there. So we've got an IS-3, a T-29 all in the cap. There's a box tank coming up from below. There's also a KV-2 and a T-34-3 still to arrive. Failed to pen the IS-3, which was very disappointing. But knob job there, and the AMX takes down the T-29. There goes Black Sun. He got a little bit aggressive and went in on the IS-3 and paid the price. Oh, there's a KV-2 arrived. Shoot just goes break because he sees the KV-2 coming. One's going high, one's going low. I get the back of his turret, but I still can't pen him. And there's the T-34-3, T-34-85 come around the back, but Shoot manages to take care of him with his deadly VK. We've brought it back to 3-all. 3 tanks left on all sides. I just noticed that T-34-85 fired premium at me. God, Jesus, not just... It's not just wombats and cocksuckers on our team in this match, it's also on their team too. Why do you need a tier? Why do you... Oh well, whatever. Never mind. KV-2 is down here somewhere. There's also still an artillery, so we're going to be really careful of him. Where has that KV-2 gone? No sign of him. That animosity between the AMX and myself seems to have finally been suspended. Well, temporarily at least. We're hunting for that VK, but he seems to have got a cloaking device of some sort, because we can't see him anywhere, which is very, very odd. But the box tank has just appeared, coming up the hill. The Su 100Y. So Shoot's down there, he's calling for help. We're thinking, right, we can sandwich him here. I can get a shot into his top of it, because the box tank is an extremely big tank. The turret on it is enormous. And of course, I managed to miss it. But the KV-2 has reappeared. And he's taken down our friend, well, yeah, name friend inverted commas, the AMX. So it's 2v3 now. Put a shot in on the Su, gets splashed by the artillery, and Shoot gets the kill. So I'm all... Oh, there you go. There's the KV-2, and I hit him. He misses me. which means I've got plenty of time to go back over and have another pop at him. Aim, 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 bang. Good night, Vienna. And that was there's the artillery splash, inevitable. Well, he reloaded very, very quickly, didn't he, artillery? So, Shoot's got 5 kills, I've got 1. And we've managed to turn this game around, despite the best efforts of our own team and the enemy team. So I'm going to forward on, because nothing much happens for a little while here. You watch Benny Hill when they were younger? I loved Benny Hill. What a great program that was. Very good for an adolescent boy. I'm not saying any more than that. So, we get towards the cap. Just that Su-14-1 artillery left, and both of us are one shot. So we're saying, right, we've got to go in together. Whatever it is, we've got to go together, because he may kill one of us, but the other one will get the kill. And I'd really want to give Shoot his top gun, because he's played beautifully in the VK, and I wanted him to get the kill. So we're heading up the hill, one of 2 obvious places for artillery. I mean, the Russian artillery is pretty slow, so he's unlikely to have moved very far from his initial spawn, but clearly he's not there. So Shoot's saying, oh, I can't be bothered with this, I'll go and get in the cap. And I said, well, let me go and have one more look over the back here, see if we can find him. And, you know, douchebaggery is not finished. I shall show you why in a second. So, no sign of him over the back there, which is often where he resides, and I'm thinking, right, okay, so Shoot hops on the cap, because we want to secure the win. There's only 2 minutes left of the game. And I'm thinking, right, okay, well, maybe I could see him from up here as he scuttles his merry way down the ice road. And then, yeah, he appears. Now, I don't know whether he was trying to drown himself or what, but there he is down there. So there's only one thing to do here, isn't there? Only one thing you can possibly do. Bombs away! Enemy vehicle destroyed. So you be the judge of it. Who's the douchebag there? Was it me for shooting the artillery? I shouldn't have done it. I really shouldn't have done it, but I thought, I was just pissed, really. I wasn't really thinking. You do stupid things sometimes, but you know what? Why did he fire at me? And all I did was bump up against him. And what the hell was that AMX doing, coming all the way back from a defensive position to try and push me off a hill and kill me, and you know, try and get me to shoot him? But despite that, despite the best efforts of our own team, the enemy team, we actually managed to win the game, and it was actually in the end a really fun game. Really enjoyed it immensely. Came up with only a 2nd class and a 5 for effect. Did get an eye for an eye, that was for that ram kill at the end, and also obviously got the kamikaze because the artillery was a tier 8 artillery and we were only a tier 6 tank destroyer. Finished up 2nd on the team. Shoot had a monster game, 1565 damage, 5 kills, 1053. I wish he could have got that kill. And I did say to him before I dropped off on the artillery, I said, do you want to come and get him? He said, nah, I can't be asked. So I dropped on him. So I did 1311 damage, 2 kills, 873 base XP. Not bad considering I spent most of the game trying to avoid this dickwad here, Kai 129. Don't know what his issue was. You know, maybe it's just time of the month or something. I just don't know. And as for this Crusader, I'm not even going to say his name. No, just a complete douchebag. You bump into someone, he just fires at you. What was so really stupid about that was he obviously lost pretty much all his own health because he was so close to me when he pulled the trigger. So anyway, shout out to this platoon too, who actually played very, very well indeed, and on the enemy side, and should have, in a better situation, probably should have won. But you know, pair of tier, well, actually 3 tier 6s, because Black Sun, although he didn't score much points, the 3 of us held that team together. I think you'll agree. 18 shots I fired, hit with 12, penned with 8 for that 1300 damage. Took 1 hit myself and it penetrated me, and I got 2 lots of splash damage, 1 from my own team of course, Damage caused to allies. Well, yeah, I did cause 97 damage to my allies and you killed one of them. Well, sue me, I don't care. 28,000 credits did cost me a bit for taking down that complete dickhead. Meant I actually only made 3,395 profit at the end of it. It was a ×3, so I actually managed. I had some personal reserves running, so I ended up running 5,200 experience for my crew. So there you go. I know we all will encounter these kind of dickwads and idiots, and people who just, I don't know what their problem is out there. And I kind of apologise completely for my turning around and shooting the Crusader, but I just had enough of him, frankly. It was just a pain in the arse. Yeah, that was what happened. So I'd love to know what you think about that. I'm sure you've all got stories of similar occurrences, because this is World of Tanks and it has one of the most toxic communities in the game, of any game, I believe. Certainly the games I play, this is probably the most toxic community there is. There are some very, very nice guys out there, but there's also complete and utter wads who you really wouldn't give the time of day if you didn't have to play against them, or with them in most cases. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. In the meantime, enjoy your games, have fun, try not to take it too seriously, and I will see you again soon. This is Gamer Dom, signing out. Oh, let's go and find that little dick.